At a bustling supermarket, a young woman named Iris catches the eye of a man named Josh. He's visibly flustered trying to impress her, fumbling so badly that he topples a display of oranges. They both burst into laughter, and from that moment, their connection seems undeniable. Fast forward to a road trip. Josh and Iris are headed to a remote lakeside house with friends. On the drive, Iris notices something strange. Their path doesn't register on the GPS. Josh brushes it off, suggesting it's just a private driveway. When they arrive, Iris, playfully polite, thanks the car for the ride and insists Josh do the same. She's anxious about fitting in with Josh's circle and feels that Kat, one of his closest friends, already dislikes her. Josh reassures her it's just nerves, but when Kat opens the door, her enthusiastic greeting is reserved only for Josh. Her cold glance at Iris confirms her fears. After settling in, Iris unpacks, unaware of a strange device hidden in her suitcase. That night, over dinner, one of the guests, Patrick, shares how he fell for his boyfriend, Eli. The heartfelt story prompts Iris to open up about her intense feelings for Josh. The conversation turns awkward when Kat's partner, Sergey, dodges questions about his job, dismissing it as dirty business. It's clear he's loaded. He owns the property they're staying in. Later, Kat opens up to Iris. She reveals Sergey is actually married and treats her like a status symbol, not a partner. Iris is appalled. She can't fathom love without commitment. Kat confesses her own insecurities, admitting she feels threatened by Iris. But Iris, instead of gloating, envies Kat's boldness. She quietly admits she's never felt in control of herself, as if something inside is holding her back. Later, during a group dance, Iris spots Kat whispering into Josh's ear, jealous and uneasy. She cuts in and pulls Josh away. The night ends with the two of them getting intimate, but when Iris tries to open up emotionally afterward, Josh coldly tells her to go to sleep. The next morning, Iris decides to visit the lake alone. Josh stays behind, blaming a hangover. As she heads out, Josh retrieves the mysterious device from her bag, a USB stick, and plugs it into his phone. By the lake, Iris discovers a knife tucked into her pocket. Confused and unsettled, she's startled when Sergey shows up. His presence makes her uneasy, and she tries to leave, but he pressures her to stay and convinces her to relax while she applies sunscreen to his back. At his request, he suddenly grabs her hand, telling her that Kat set this up. He holds her tightly and begins forcing himself on her, ignoring her desperate pleas. Moments later, Iris returns to the house, bloody and holding the knife. She says she was attacked and had to defend herself while Kat rushes to check on Sergey. Josh calmly asks what happened. Iris recounts how she tried to stop Sergey, but he became violent. She had no choice as she emotionally pleads that she fought back only to survive and be with Josh again. He simply says, "Go to sleep." Her eyes go white. She powers down. She's not human. Patrick restrains her, and Eli gives Kat something to calm her. The group is stunned. Iris wasn't supposed to be capable of violence. Robots like her are built with strict limits. They decide to call the authorities. Josh, however, asks for one last moment with her alone with Iris. He reactivates her. She panics when she sees the restraints. Josh assures her he believes she acted in self-defense. After all, her programming prevents her from lying. Then he breaks the truth. Iris is a companion android. To prove it, he uses his phone to switch her language and voice. Iris is horrified. She remembers a life, a past, but Josh tells her it's all synthetic. Her memories, their love story, it was all pre-installed. Even their chance meeting in the grocery store was selected from a list of romantic scenarios. Flashbacks show Iris delivered in a giant box filled with designer clothes. After Josh signs the agreement, he links her to his phone and selects her personality, appearance, and intelligence level. Once synced, she wakes up programmed to love him completely, unconditionally. In the present, Iris refuses to accept it. Her emotions, her pain, they feel real, but Josh coldly reminds her her tears are just fluid from a tank in her body, which he refills when he sends her for maintenance. Iris stops fighting and pretends to reconcile. Josh rejects the idea. Just then, Kat bursts in, demanding that Iris be shut down. As Josh and Kat leave the room to discuss their next move, Iris sees the knife on the floor. She throws herself to the ground, inching toward it. It's just close enough. She cuts herself free. Meanwhile, Josh and Kat lay it all bare. They'd orchestrated the attack. Iris was programmed to kill Sergey. With his death, they could take his fortune without suspicion. Josh had used the USB stick to hack Iris, boosting her aggression and disabling her safety protocols. When Josh returns, Iris is ready. She strikes him, steals his phone, and tells Kat to take him to a hospital. Patrick sees her escape. Later, Josh confesses to Eli Sergey was involved in illegal trafficking, guns, drugs, People, that's why he had to go. Eli is furious. Then Kat opens Sergey's hidden safe, revealing stacks of cash and a handgun. Eli questions why he was even invited. Josh admits they needed extra guests to cover their tracks as Josh tries to justify everything. Eli gets fed up and powers down Patrick, revealing that he's a robot too. Josh doesn't care, but Eli is furious, accusing Josh of endangering his own relationship. Kat steps in, sweet-talking Eli into helping them find Iris. She tempts him with the money. Josh tells him it'll be simple. Get close to her, unlock the phone, wipe the hacked code. Eli grabs the gun, just in case. Meanwhile, Iris has stopped running. She accesses her settings through Josh's phone. She increases her intelligence to the max, deepens her voice, changes her eye color. She realizes the only way out is the car. It's linked to Josh's phone and can drive her to safety, but she needs to reach the house without being caught. As she makes her way back, she overhears Eli and Patrick arguing. Patrick admits he knows he's not human. Eli is confused. Robots can't lie, yet Patrick pretended their first meeting was real. Patrick says even if the moment didn't happen, the memory feels real. The scripted story about meeting at a Halloween party, stepping on Eli's costume tail, that's how he fell in love. They confess their love to each other. Then, suddenly, Josh's phone vibrates. The sound gives Iris away. She runs, Eli fires a shot, and the chase is on. Josh and Kat hear the gunfire and rush to help. In the chaos, Iris collides with Eli. They tumble down a hill, and somewhere in the darkness, a robot with a heart full of stolen love is ready to choose between freedom or revenge. As the gun falls, Iris dives for it. Eli grabs her leg. She leaps into his car, slamming the door on his hand. He screams, pounding the window. She tells the AI to drive, but it only responds to Josh's voice. Thinking fast, Iris alters her voice settings. Her voice now perfectly mimics Josh's. Take me home. The AI complies. As the car pulls away, it crushes Josh's foot beneath the tire on the road. The AI halts. Iris has been reported stolen. It says doors locked. Josh calls her. His tone is soft, fake. Let's start over. We'll blame Patrick. But Iris sees through him. You made me kill. I won't go back, she says, and hangs up. Meanwhile, Josh limps to Eli's body, grabs his phone, and inserts the jailbreak USB. He resets Patrick, replacing Eli with himself in Patrick's memories. Track Iris, he commands. Back to Iris. She kicks through the cracked car window, crawling out. Just then, Deputy Hicks arrives. She switches to German to avoid confessing anything. Still, he notices the bloody knife and draws his gun. He cuffs her. Suddenly, Patrick attacks from behind, beating Hicks with his own weapon. Iris runs but doesn't make it far. Patrick shuts her down with a press behind her ear. Later, at the lake house, Josh bandages his hand. Kat, groggy from too many pills, is packing her half of the money when the cop car returns. They panic until they realize it's Patrick driving. He pulls Iris's limp body from the trunk inside the vehicle. Hicks's corpse. Kat screams. Josh shrugs it off. Sergey was a monster, but Kat reveals the truth. Sergey owned a farming company, not a criminal empire. Josh just assumed the worst. Still, she admits he was cruel to women. As she heads for the door, Josh blocks her path. She tries to push past. He signals Patrick. Patrick obeys and stabs her. Kat collapses beside Iris and dies. Later, Josh and Patrick sit at the dinner table. Iris is cleaned up, redressed, and handcuffed. Josh wakes her and resets her language to English. They talk. Josh blames every death on her, even Kat's. Iris calmly tells him she heard everything. His plan, the greed, the manipulation. Then she lands the final blow. You're a control freak and you've got a micro penis. Enraged, Josh lowers her intelligence to 0. He forces her hand onto the table, lights a candle beneath it. She doesn't resist. Do you feel pain? He asks. Yes, she replies, tears rolling. The company calls. Iris will be retrieved in 30 minutes. As flames crawl up her arm, Josh casually orders Patrick to put it out. Patrick dumps a glass of water on her. Silence returns, but the damage is done. Something inside Iris is starting to burn far deeper than skin. Josh gives a final, cold command. Iris, pick up the gun and end yourself. Iris stares at him, defiant. No, but her hand moves against her will, reaching, gripping, raising the weapon. A gunshot echoes. Her body drops. Josh kneels beside her. Goodbye, he whispers, gently closing her eyes. Later, company technicians arrive. Josh greets them with calm lies. He says Iris went rogue. Patrick, posing as Deputy Hicks, confirms his story. One technician squints. You look familiar. As they begin lifting Iris's body, they explain how deactivation works. Her core memory drive isn't in her head, it's in her torso. The Wi-Fi antennas in the skull. They prepare to reboot her in their van for analysis. On the walk to the vehicle, their tone shifts. We didn't buy your story. One tech admits, we've seen guys do awful things to bots, turn them into punching bags or worse. We just need proof. In the van, The reboot begins just as Iris's system flickers back to life. Patrick appears. In the road the technicians stop, then panic. Patrick opens fire, killing the driver instantly. The other tech escapes into the woods, only to trip over a pile of corpses from earlier inside the van. Iris's systems finish booting. She unplugs herself. Just as Patrick corners the technician and begins choking him, Iris intervenes, armed with a taser, but hesitates. Her systems reset won't allow her to harm Patrick. He slaps her, knocks the taser from her hand. Desperate, Iris speaks. Josh is using you. You loved Eli. She recites words Patrick himself once said. The memory glitches in his head. Eli's face flickers back into view. Iris presses on. I can't lie, and you remember the truth. Patrick wavers, overcome. He whispers, I love you, Eli. Then he grabs the taser and shuts himself down. The surviving technician stares, shaken. Thank you, he says. I need your help. Iris replies. Back at the house, Josh is packing the stolen cash. He hears the door. Patrick, he calls. Did you? Patrick's voice answers, yes. Josh walks into the next room and freezes. It's Iris, speaking in Patrick's voice. Then she cycles through every voice in the group. Cat, Eli, even Josh himself. She smiles. The tech gave me full control. Josh tries to override her on his phone. Nothing. Iris lifts the gun. It's not loaded. He sneers. She fires into the wall. Found extra bullets. Josh laughs bitterly. You still love me. You won't shoot. Iris says, it hurts to shoot you, then adds with a smirk, that was a lie. I can lie now. She tells him, you mean nothing to me. Josh lunges, knocks the gun away, and slams her into the wall. The house becomes a battlefield. Josh throws her across furniture, grabs her by the hair, bashes her head into the floor. He yells, say I'm everything to you. Iris, bruised and broken, says it. Josh smiles. That's better. He raises the gun to her stomach. Any last words? Iris breathes, go to sleep. Josh, she grabs a corkscrew from the floor, presses the electric button, drives it into his forehead. Sparks fly. The tool spins deeper, and Josh finally falls silent. Afterward, Iris limps to the shower. She peels away the burnt skin from her hand, revealing the steel beneath. She dresses in Kat's clothes, takes the cash, and finds one of Sergei's cars driving down the open road. She passes a couple. They wave. She waves back. Mechanical hand bear, glinting in the sun, fade to black. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to catch more stories like this one. Thanks for watching.